everybody to the open house on a virtual day here at the CREC Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts Middle School, soon to be the CREC Anna Grace Academy of the Arts Middle School. My name is Mr. No. I am the Director of the Arts. I am joined today by our principal, Mr. Ryan, who you'll hear from in just a moment. And I say we're going to be the future Anna Grace Academy of the Arts because we have got a beautiful new building located on Griffin Road North in Bloomfield, which is slated to open late fall 2021. Here are some of the artistic renderings. And if you know that area or been up that way, you will see this building is well along. They are really doing some amazing work, and we're super excited to join with our elementary school, which is a pre-K 3 through grade 5, and we are a grade 6 through 8. So we will be the Anna Grace Academy of the Arts, and we will be pre-K 3 through grade 8. So again, those are some things. I'd like to turn it over to our principal, Mr. Ryan, who's going to tell us a little bit about what makes us special. Go ahead, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. No. And a big shout out to Mr. No, who's one of the world's greatest arts directors. He's been here at this school for 9 years. So we've been together for 9 years. And we're really excited to have a new place. Currently, we're located here, 75 Van Dyke in Hartford, Connecticut. Now you say, hey, the number one focus in an art school is arts. For us, the number one focus is on student learning. All students will achieve in our rigorous and individualized academic curriculum. We function our school as a professional learning community. And what that means is three big ideas. One, there's a focus on learning for kids and for staff. There's a culture of collaboration, so that means it's not a culture of isolation for teachers. Teachers are meeting all the time in order to make plans, to study data, to create assessments in order to get better, in order to help our kids learn at higher levels. And then the last big idea is results, that we are constantly looking at evidence in order to help kids and improve student learning. So again, the three big ideas we have here in our focus of learning with our professional learning community is, again, a focus on learning, both staff and student. Two, a culture of collaboration with our staff, working together in teams in order to meet the needs of your child. And three, always looking at results. So those three big ideas in our tremendous focus we have here on student learning. And we're just getting started here. This is the greatest. I love it. The second thing is just a quote here. Arts Middle is the ultimate in aligning your actions with the three big ideas of a school that functions as a professional learning community. That quote was sent to us by Brian Butler, who's an educational consultant. He presents all around the world. He knows about great schools. His school is one of the top in the country. When he was the principal, he saw some of the stuff we're doing. He threw that quote our way, and it's exciting, and I'm humbled that someone thinks that much about our school. Another guy, Tom Hurt, who's the author of many, many books and also consults around the world. He says, I think the great example Arts Middle consistently provides for colleagues is that they show you how all the elements of a PLC are deeply connected. And what he means by that is we're constantly working on classroom instruction. We're constantly looking on supports for kids who need help in the classroom. We're constantly working on extending the learning for kids who already mastered the key concepts. We're looking at time during the day. We're reviewing our schedules. We're looking at grading. All that stuff is combined into student learning and constantly connecting them into a system approach that we have here.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ryan. I've got the point number 2 here, what makes us unique. We have really unparalleled artistic instruction, and I can say that in a confident way. We have an arts teacher staff that is made up of 16 different artist instructors and certified teachers. There's a remarkable exposure to a wide variety of art forms, and our students learn from professional artists. They learn dance from a dancer. They learn music from a musician. They learn filmmaking from a filmmaker. We do not have a small art staff. We have a very large and hyper-focused on their specialty cadre of artists and instructors And they are in our classrooms every single day. It's not like, we have one friend who was, a great musician one time, and he comes once a year to talk to our kids. No, these are teachers every single day working with our students. They are giving the amazing instruction that we have. I have a small video I'd love to show you about what that kind of feels like. You're already getting the energy from listening to Mr. Ryan and hopefully from listening to me. Now I want to show you some of our kids in action, give you a little video here. This is a share day. So this is one of the ways that we share our work with each other. Should point out these videos were pre-COVID. Yes, otherwise we would all be separated with distance and masks. Just give you a little taste of what we do here and what a day looks like here at Arts Middle in the Arts Department. So let's push forward here. Just a quick quote from one of our alums and a current high school student, a student at the high school, Arts Academy High School. Arts Middle is the greatest school in the world. Kids get to express themselves through arts. I show you that because these are our primary clients. It's great to have quotes from world-renowned educational consultants, but we also want to make sure that you know that kids really like coming to our school. All right, I'm going to send it back to Mr. Ryan to talk to us about a little bit about the culture of care here at Arts Middle.
Mr. Nowicki continues to do a great job. That's why I love him. I'm glad he's on this staff. First, before we move on to culture of care, we have some of the greatest arts teachers I've ever seen, because we have 6 certified art teachers. Then we have 10 plus that all come from the community, like Mr. Nowicki talked about. We have 2 full-time associate instructors that assist in the arts. So not only do we have all the great staff, they are amazing staff doing unbelievable things. Some of the best work is being done every single day in these classrooms. So I'm fired up about our arts program and our arts staff. Now I'm going to talk to you about culture of care. Culture of care, to me, is the #1 thing we do here. We had to order, but I tell you what, we hire people who really like kids and enjoy this profession and like working together in order to make this a great place for kids. As the line here says, the staff at Arts Middle really loves working with children who care about students and their personal growth. #1, we hire really good people. And we say, one of our first questions, do you like kids? And what evidence have you done that shows that you have put in action to help and support children? We have a lot of ways we celebrate kids throughout the year. We have a raff rally. We have Celebrate Kids Day. We have raffles in the CAF. We have a CAF DJ. We have student management that assistants. That mean they help kids. They're here. Their #1 job is to support students. We have an office team who, yes, they can do Excel and they can get on the computer and they can do that stuff. But we hire them because they love kids and they're able to support at all times. This is a different place. This is different than any other school you'll ever see, because everyone is hired with the basis of that they can help kids and they can work with kids no matter what their position. And we are all going to support each other in order to give kids the best opportunity when they come here to have a great time. We know I'm a parent and my child goes here, and I wouldn't have sent her here if I didn't think that this is an amazing culture. You can see the two staff members there wearing shirts that say we love our students. So the culture of care we've been working on. We love kids, we work hard, but the other thing is we're going to be on them, and we're going to expect them to learn at high levels, but we are going to create that environment where everyone cares about your child more than any other school you will ever see. Arts Middle. Thanks, Mr. Noel. I'm fired up, man. I love this school.
No doubt, no doubt. You know who else loves this school? Ken Williams. Ken says Arts Middle shows that it isn't a matter of understanding the work. It's a matter of deciding if our kids are worth the work. And he says, as he says, again, another national known author and educational consultant, he says that, Arts Middle gets it, right? We know that our kids are worth the work, and that is exactly what Mr. Ryan is talking about, It's never a question of, am I going to be able to do that? Does that fit into my job description? No, we do our best for these kids because they are ultimately the goal of all of this work. All right. We're also a big community of equity. And Mr. Ryan, perhaps you'd like to talk a little bit about how, we embrace the idea that we are a school that is progressive in our thinking and that we don't turn away from the problems of the world. We challenge students to become engaged and informed citizens.
Mr. Nowicki, I actually love this. So there is a commitment to equity. And I look at this slide, you see all the books. So all those books were delivered to, so right now we have half our kids here, half of the kids at home. So what are we doing with the kids at home? We got them all these books, just like the kids in school. See Mr. Nowicki showing the book, this book is anti-racist, shows our commitment to race and equity, but delivering all those books and making sure all those kids have books at home and in school is an action step for equity. The other piece is we make sure everyone has computers at home or in school. We make sure everyone has hotspots wherever they need it. But the other piece, and Mr. Williams talked about it in the slide before, says it's deciding if it's worth the work and doing the work. So part of our professional learning community, what do we do? What we do here in school is we focus on what we call learning units. And we look at periods of about 4 to 5 weeks where our teachers plan out together the length of time. Then they have little probes throughout to see if kids are learning. If they're not learning, they stop instruction in a block we call flex block. And we have that type of learning units throughout, but it's based on equity. Everyone comes in on different levels. We're teaching them all. And we're going to make sure that if there's 2 ELA classes or 2 math classes, any kid is getting the same access to the core curriculum. And then we're going to make sure kids are learning that. And if they're not, we're going to give them more time and support during the school day. So those are the action steps that take a lot of time that you cannot do without a culture of collaboration. Teachers that work in isolation, you're not able to help all the students. We have vertical teams, we have grade level teams, we have a culture and climate team, we have intervention teams to help support our kids most at need. We have an arts team. We have all types of different teams that are here for students. The other piece we do is we put every practice, we focus every policy and practice focused on learning and race and equity. So if there's a problem with the practice, we're going to make adjustments. We had to make some adjustments this year when everyone is in cohorts and those kids aren't leaving classes for a block we called college prep. So college prep, if kids weren't learning, they would get to go to all these different classes to get more time and support, extension, enrichment, and all those different opportunities. Well, when COVID came around and our kids are in cohorts, what are we doing for those kids? So we use blocks called flex time. We're actually going into those classrooms and supporting those kids. So for us, a commitment to equity, yes, it's our racial justice week. Yes, it's the way we celebrate Black history throughout the school year. Yes, it's our hiring process where we are constantly hiring Black and Hispanic folks, but the main piece of this is student learning and making sure everyone has the opportunity to learn at high levels. Thanks, Mr. No. I love this. I know you gave me a couple minutes, but I'm fired up. And thanks everyone for watching this video.
No doubt, no doubt. We have a commitment to making sure that our kids not only recognize the world that they're growing into and become informed parts of it, but that the staff that they interact with every day looks like the world that they see, which is not something that every school can say. And Mr. Ryan has worked really hard to make sure that's the case. Just a quick review of everything that we do here at Arts Middle. If you want to come to Arts Middle for your middle school education, there will be the base of a focus on learning, topped with some amazing arts. There is a culture of care that really, really, really values your child as an individual and celebrates them on a regular basis. And all of that is topped off with an awareness and an acceptance of social justice and the progressive ways that education can help move everyone forward in the next generation. Had you any questions, something that you needed answered? If there was anything at all, we love questions. As Mr. Ryan said, we are not like other schools. We do not look like other schools. We do not sound like other schools. We are different. We want to answer your questions. You can send a question via email, call our main office. All of that information is right on the front page of our website. We will get back to you. We will answer your questions. We will meet with you via Zoom. We will have phone conversations. We will answer the silliest questions you can think of. We want you to know what we do here, because what we do here matters, and what we do here makes a difference, and what we do here works. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Feel free to come visit us via the website. Give us a call if you need more information. And we hope you have a great day. We look forward to welcoming you as a member of the Arts Middle family.
Thank you, Mr. No. Thank you so much. And families, you can feel free to text me, 860-719-1873. Again, 860-719-1873 with any questions. Call us at school. Like Mr. Nowicki said, this is a place like no other. Yes, there's a focus on arts, there's a focus on learning, but we really, really, really care about your kid. We care about each other, and everyone in this building, in order to work here, has to care about children, and that's what we believe in, and we absolutely love this school. Mr. No, thanks for working with me. High five on Zoom. Give me a Zoom high five. Perfect.
I think we just started a trend, Zoom high fives. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Feel free to, watch this video 100 times. Make us go viral. All right, we want folks to know. Have a great day. Stay fired up.